screen. You said what now? Say what you mean. Whole chat yelling, run that back. One thing about Angie, she coming with facts. Don't switch up, don't play that game. Don't you dare lie on her name. And her lean in the back like, baby, please. She been up all night digging through receipts. You were talking real loud just a minute ago. Now the screenshot's out and you moving real slow. Date at the top and the time down below. She got the whole story, so where you gonna go? Zoom that in, read that line. Same little lie for the fifth damn time. You can delete it, but the internet saved it, and everybody watching while you try to explain it. She got folders, she got notes, she got voice clips, texts, and quotes. You can cry, you can yell, you can call it unfair, but Angie got the proof sitting right over there. Hold up, pause that. Who said that? Who? Run it back. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Zoom in, there it is. There it is. Caught again. Angie uploaded, pull up the screen. You said what now? Say what you mean. Whole chat yelling, run that back. One thing about Angie, she coming with facts. Don't switch up, don't play that game. Don't you dare lie on her name. And her lean in the back like, baby, please. I know you're lying. She been up all night digging through receipts. Now Aunt Lurling done found her glasses. Phone on speaker digging through the messages. Said, baby, I don't know nothing about no cloud, but I found what you posted and I printed it out. Gotta stack this high by the rocking chair. Half the neighborhood know what happened in there. She said, tell that child they better come correct. Then pulled out another screenshot from a text. She don't know TikTok, she don't know strings, but she know when somebody lying through their teeth. Till the cows come home, she staying on her case with a photo full of proof and that look on her face, and that's the truth. Run it back, zoom it in, read it slow. There it is. Say it once, say it twice. Keep on lying. Pay the price. Screenshots, dates and names. Don't you dare lie on her name. Don't 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 lie on her name. Angie uploaded, pull up the screen. You said what now? Say what you mean. Whole chat yelling, run that back. One thing about Angie, she coming with facts. Don't switch up, don't play that game. Don't you dare lie on her name. And her lean in the back like, baby, please. You should've known better. Known better. Angie uploaded, pull up the screen. You said what now? Say what you mean. Whole chat yelling, run that back. One thing about Angie, she coming with facts. Run it back. Zoom it in, run it back. Run it back. There it is. Caught again. Angie uploaded. Angie uploaded. Angie uploaded. Angie uploaded. Yeah. Go ahead and hit play.
What is up, everybody? I'm sorry. I love that intro. I do. Shout out to Raikeen again. Thank you so much for that intro. That thing gets me like pumped. And sorry. Yep, I kind of I know I've said this before, but for some reason I have an issue. Those of you that have iPhones, and I don't know if it's just an iPhone issue, but sometimes it'll be going off like on the screen, like it's buzzing or doing, it's alarming duties. And then it just says like it, your options like snooze or whatever, but there's no sound coming out. It happens all the time. And it's not just me. My husband's phone does that as well. So, and my other phone before this one did it. And there's no Bluetooth hooked to it at the time. So why does that, and the sound is up. And it doesn't matter if I have it on, vibrate or the sound on, that doesn't play a factor in it. So why is it? It's been all of my iPhones plus my husband's. Inquiring minds need to know this because, it's caused issues. Anyway, so I'm running in here by the skin of my teeth, not gonna lie. So it's one of those mornings. Did I forget to do something? That's kind of how I feel right now. Like I forgot to do something. Oh, And usually I try to get my allergies and sinuses a bit better under control. So I sound like shit this morning. At least this morning I have an excuse for sounding like shit. There we go. I have an excuse this morning, damn it. And I'm going to use it. So how have y'all been? It's been a minute since I actually said good morning to people. So it is Friday and, I may have jumped up scared to death. My heart is still racing. Like I've been just, trying to hurry up. I'm glad I gave myself that extra 5 minutes. If y'all notice, I scheduled the stream for 6:05. That 5 minutes makes a huge difference even in up here for a mind thing. It's like, I know if I have ass in seat by 6, then I can breathe. I can try to check, make sure if I'm going to play anything or I'm going to talk about anything, I try to have it pulled up unless my computer goes down, and then it's like, oh, well, that was pulled up. That was pulled up. And now it's not. So, today is going to be a squirrel brain kind of day. But first, good morning, Melissa. Good morning, T-Ba. Beezy Bees, good morning. Heck. Auntie Nana, oh my gosh. I'm not even a Nana. I'm not a grandma. Can I not get those names until I'm actually one, please? And then I will be proud to wear the name Nana or Grandma or whatever. And Boo, good morning. Damn Kate, hello. Wombat. Han Solo. Maddie, good morning. A Lady Wombat, good morning to you. Nicholas, MTV official. Good morning, Nick. Good to see you. Granny uploaded Han Solo. You know what? I can always depend on you to make my morning brighter. Angie can't be a Nana. She has that cool hip 9-inch nails on her. Exactly. Damn it. Exactly. I can't be a Nana yet. Tell you what, I'm not going to retire anything when I become a Nana. I'm just going to look like that weird, that lady. I guess my South Park character minus the cigarette. I'll have a vape. Y'all remember my South Park character from Yo Mama? I think that will be me. And oh God, I'm so sorry. There's nothing like having to wipe your nose on a live stream. But if I cut the camera every time I have to do that, it would just, shit happens. I have allergies. I'm not going to hide the camera every time I have to wipe my nose. I'm just not going to do it. I've been on a Lowell Cow show before. Like, I think we're past the point where I have to be dainty about wiping my nose. I mean, think that out logically. There you go. Excuse me. Good morning, Brantley. Good to see you, babe. Do you get that when you wake up sometimes? What, the runny nose and the all of that? It happens every morning. If that's what you're talking about, Boo, every morning I wake up like this. Yes. And for some reason, the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks has been worse. I don't know if it's seasonal or what it is, but yeah, you will notice that many mornings I sound just fine. My voice is normal. Like right now, this is not normal. It probably is lately. So for 6 a.m. and all the issues I've been having with it. But I have this. So I worked in a pharmacy for many, many years. I started at 16. being a pharmacy tech, and I ended up getting licensed and all that stuff. But anyway, so the older pharmacist there, he always, the over the counter one, I think they would call it clotramatine now. But anyway, it's the yellow one. It's 4 milligrams, I believe. And I take one of those. I could get like a Claritin or whatever, but these work. But when you wake up so late and, I have to take it. But anyway, yeah, so I do take that. It just hasn't had time to kick in yet. Take 2. I'm scared it'll make me jittery. I don't think you're really supposed to take them as a heart patient, but I know that they work. Like those old pharmacists, and back in the day they were called druggists. That's how old this particular pharmacist was. I love old medicine. When I say that, I mean, like, if a druggist recommended you something back then, and then you have like a pharmacist now telling you, okay, do this and blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I am more apt to go with what the older pharmacist tells me to do than newer medicine. And my old doctor in Georgia, he was a military doctor. So while he wasn't like old, he was old school in his medicine, in the way he practiced. And that's why it was such a shock for me to then move up to Kentucky, and you have to go to a doctor for every single little thing. It's like it's an insurance racket or something. It's like your regular doctor here can barely like treat your cold, because you have to go to an allergist, or, if you've got a bellyache, automatic gastro doctor, if you have a pain, you automatically have to go to whatever doctor takes care of that body part. And you have to have 25 x-rays and all to see you have arthritis there. I mean, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But when I was in Georgia, my doctor, he took care of everything. I've told this story about when I ended up with the MRSA infection in my arm, and how he took care of it. But had that happened here, I would have been, I would have been in the hospital, on some IV drips and all of that. Dude, my doctor, he loaded me up with antibiotics, opened that stuff up in his office and pushed all the infection out, stuck a wick in, and there you go. So, yeah. Anyway, all this to say that I trust older medicine as opposed to newer medicine. I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel. So, Angie be like, get away from me with your thing-led medicine. I have 5 beaver feet, and that'll sort my... Get away from me with your new age stuff. Yes. No, I'm not opposed to taking medicine. I'm not one of those people, but I will tell you, I do like, if you run across like an older pharmacist, if you're out and about, just take notice. The older they are to me, if you ask them a question, you're going to get the best answer. And that's just my opinion. But that's from a lot of years of being around many differently aged pharmacists. I used to work with some in Atlanta when I lived there that were actually at Mercer pharmacy school. So I've worked with students all the way up to, are you going to retire yet? Vapor rub used to solve anything. That is right. Slap some vapor rub on your feet and a pair of socks, or slap some on your chest. Just make sure you wipe it off in the morning, because you can catch pneumonia that way. That's right. Vapor rub and a pair of socks fix you right up. And that thing, God, I caught so much shit about this the other day. I was talking to a friend of my son's, and they have a newer baby. It's starting to teeth. And I was like, well, stick your finger in some whiskey and rub it on their gums. And the looks that I got when I said that, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. You take it and you rub it on their gums, and it numbs them. It will numb that pain. Look, that's what they used to do to us. We came out just fine, damn it. Don't judge us. We are the generation that, is kind of messed up, I guess. That's what they call us, the ones who drank from the water hose. Yeah. There's this meme that goes around, something about Gen Xers drinking from the water hose, and the dude says, "Don't you have sinks?" It's like, yeah, dude, if we could go inside, we could certainly get water from the sink. But, it was go out, go play, and it really was, for me anyway, come back when the street lights come on. So she didn't kick me out of the house, but she did say, quit running in and out. Quit running in and out, either inside or outside. That's what I got. It was either inside or outside. You're not going to keep running in and out. So you stay outside and you play, and then you wait for your friend to come out, and then you can play instead of sitting there and they come out and you're antsy. You're like, Mama, can I go outside again? Hell no, she's going to make you stay outside because you're getting on her damn nerves and you're letting all the bald air out. So anyway, yeah. Take it for what it's worth from the generation that actually survived it all. If we live to tell about it, we truly did survive it all. So, good morning, Fiber Arts. How are you, honey? Too much fluoride in the tap water back then. There was a lot of too much shit and everything that we did back then. Point is, we made it. We've made it this far. If you can hear my voice, we have made it this far. So, and you got people like Nick in the chat that probably, has no idea what we're talking about. Oh my God, y'all. I'm probably going to have to actually cut the screen off and blow my nose. Because I just watched myself back on the YouTube side, and yeah, that just looks crazy for me to be sitting up here wiping my nose like that. I am a stream runner, damn it. This is what I do. Oh my God. Okay. When it starts happening again, I will go blow my nose. I thought I had some tissue. I don't got any tissue here to do it with, so I'll have to get up and get some. Anyway, I was not dissing you, Nick. No, that was just, it's just a generational thing, babe. That's all. Oh, let's see. Okay. 28 people. I am so glad. You know what? Y'all are the best 28. You know that, right? Because you gave a girl a chance, and most of y'all I see returning in here, and I appreciate that. Some left, and that's okay. Some have left for their own reasons. I'm talking about, I've seen people here, and then, they go over to the LCU, and I really don't see them anymore. I have no issue where anybody goes. Like, I want people to go and enjoy the LCU. If you have shows or a show over there that you like, it's okay to go anywhere you want to go. But I get why some of you you don't speak, and you know what? I I respect you for it. I can't be mad at you. I get it. So, but anyway, just know that, I'm thinking of y'all, but these 28 right here, these are the damn ones. Minus the chubby scorpion, because he may be listening. I know he had some work to do this morning, so just know he's probably listening though. Oh me. Yeah, and just so we know, I did unblock Pirate in the chat. So you are welcome to speak, Pirate, if you're in here listening. Okay. Yeah. There was a lot going on with him and the releasing of a group chat that they had. All I wanted to know here, I just wanted to know who leaked it. I don't care what was in it, and then I wanted to tell him that when he went live yesterday, that, you know what, I just want to know who leaked it. I didn't care what was in it, but then I felt like, you know what, am I cucking content if I tell him don't say it? So to my knowledge, he did not leak what was in the chats. He just said it was basically a nothing burger. But all I wanted to know was who leaked it, because that's the person right there that you can't trust. Whoever leaked it. And some people say it was Pirate himself. He says it was not. I have heard that he showed a third party, and then that third party showed Keem. And that third party was not in there, that kind of thing. But anyway, basically all this to say that I unblocked him in the chat. He is free to speak in here. And there's that. Because if I ask somebody a question and then they get banned, they can't answer me. So, yeah, I know it was for my, my sanity, my protection. I understand that, but I went through my block list, and I really don't. I don't like blocking people. I don't like even trolls. I won't block trolls unless they're doing the doxing, or which I have stood firm on always. I know I had to get rid of some of my older stuff, but I have always stood on that no doxing. So you come in here, you start trying to do that, I will block you. So I went through my list yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I just never really had to block a lot of people. And some of them in there are old as hell. Like I used to do readings quite a bit, and then people would come in with weird tarot names, like, you're going to hell, and but then they would progress to saying some really evilish like shit. So I banned those people, because I ain't got time to deal with all that. Anybody got time for that? Cosmic Blues, good morning, honey. Is it common to record that stuff? I've never been in a VC or whatever it was in. So this was a group chat. To my understanding, just like, if you have a group chat in the Discord, so, 3 or more friends, in the same chat, and I think you can have up to 10 people. So it's just kind of like group text message. It was just through DMs and Discord, but it's just like group text, and they were all in a group, and there were several hosts in this this group texting thing that they were doing. And yeah, so it wasn't, like a recording type thing. It was just a group text where they, all texted each other. Kind of like it sounds to me like a mini Discord, right? Like they were all in the group text, the same thing you would do kind of like in a main chat in a Discord. Um And as far as recording VCs, I think there are some options where you can record VCs and then, um, but for the, I don't like recording something. I mean, if you're in a VC, okay, if you're sitting here and you got a camera in your face, you see yourself playing on a screen, you're being recorded. The internet is forever. Well, you would think it would be forever, but then, there's the case of the chubby VODs. But anyway, that's beside the point. So you're being recorded this way. But when you're in a VC and like anybody can record you, sometimes, when you're just talking, you forget that you're even in a VC and then that shit can come back to haunt you. I don't like recording of the VCs. I think you should be able to talk freely and just cut up without the worry of somebody recording it and it come back on you. You know what I mean? So, but in turn, if I'm in a group chat with somebody, I would absolutely hope that I could trust what was in there as well. But you can't. Just know that, people. You cannot trust a group chat. So whatever you say in there, you better hope that you're willing to stand on it being put out. I have seen it too many times where people, they're really, really close and all this stuff, and all of a sudden there's a split, there's a divide. And here come the DMs, and here come, the conversations that were recorded. And why was that recorded? Like, were you planning on doing this for how long? That kind of thing. It's like, and I believe that some people actually sit there and record people, every conversation they have with people. I believe there are some people that do that. Everything is on record. And it's sitting somewhere waiting for the day for you to mess up. So they got something on you. Don't trust anyone. Now, that being said, there are a couple people that I do absolutely trust, but you better know damn sure who you're trusting. And I'll leave that there. I mean, the group chat was a nothing burger. They just planned shows and did shots. That's it. Well, Nick, and so my question is, what was the purpose in leaking it? That's why I really want to know who leaked it. Now, if Pirate showed it to a third party who was not in the group chat, then technically Pirate did leak it to a third party who then leaked it to Keem. But if it's a nothing burger, he may have just been thinking, yeah, look at this. Or did he show this to say, look at all these LCU hosts I got in this group chat? I want to know the purpose behind that. Oh my God. Oh. Sorry, y'all. So when I've got these headphones on, I can barely hear anything that happens, around me. And I just heard the loudest noise outside. And then when I took these off, I didn't hear it. and I don't hear it now. So I don't know. Hopefully everything's okay. They got to wait another hour for me to come check on it. And I want to give a shout out. I wish I could play the video and everything, but I can't. But a shout out to my son. He did his swearing in yesterday. So he is an airman first class, y'all. So super proud of him. The day finally came where, he's done all these things he has to do. Now he's been able to swear in, and now he will get a date soon for basic. So anyway, I am proud of you, and I love you more than words can ever say, son. You just keep working on being the man that you were born to be. So, yeah, that's my baby. So yeah, I'm not a nana yet, damn it. But yeah, another question is, why was the group chat made, and who? Okay, so Pirate made the group chat, so it was his group chat. Now I don't know, if he was friends with a couple people and then it just kind of escalated out of that. I don't know how long it was there, but it was his group chat. So, I don't know. And then you got people that will chat with you and then go in and erase everything that they've said to you. It's like, if I was going to take your shit and put it out there, I'd have been done that, you got the people that do that. Though, if I took the time to respond to all of your side of talking, wouldn't you have the same amount of ammo or whatever on me? Like, I don't understand going in and no, I do. Never mind. I do understand going in and moving your side of the conversation, because you can absolutely trust no one. But just know that I have never been the type of person to leak DMs. But if anybody talks to me and you feel safer deleting your side of a conversation, then that I can't hate you for it, Anyway, okay. I know that was a lot of information rolled into one, little roll there. I told you I'm going to be very squirrel brained this morning, and sometimes that is okay. So, now that being said, Nick, are you still in here? I just have a question. Because I can't ever tell, like, if I'm trying to catch up on a show when I get ready and, I woke up late, but, I'm hearing art and these things, I'm not hearing, a quick, like, little synopsis. Are you still fired? I was just wondering, because apparently Bones got to fire Nick yesterday because Nature had prime time. And Nick had to work. So Nick now has an IRL job, to my understanding. And when Nature was given that, that prime slot for last night, well, Nick had to work. Am I getting, I think I'm getting this right. And so obviously he could not come to the show. And Bones was able to fire him yesterday, and I know Keem stayed up on nature for a while, and there were people popping up to do tryouts, I guess, for Nick's spot. Um, Here's the problem I had with whatever that was. The shit I heard about his family, I don't care how public they are. That was some of the most disgusting, fucked up, messed up bullshit I have. Why? Just because his family happens to have, some notoriety and some fame, infamy, whatever you want to call it. It's still Nick's family. Why do you get the right to do that? Just because, your family's not. I get that they are public personas. Not the baby. Why are we still talking about, I was hearing things like, and I'm just going to say it, and this is no disrespect to you, Nick, you know that. But they were talking about unalived babies. One came up and said, "Yeah, I'm Nick. I got 5 babies in the NICU or whatever he said, in ICU, and got this one ain't gonna make it or something." Trying to do that little sympathy baiting, trying to throw all that in basically, and but saying shit like that. But the thing is Keem was pulling it out of him. And it was like then he says, "Oh, well, that was that was a little too far there." But you just told the dude to do. I mean, y'all were saying and talking about his sister and what they decided to do with their baby, giving the baby up for adoption. You know what? That is what people do. There are people that y'all were talking about, people that can't have, it made no sense. So they were talking about people that can't have children. And I think Twiggy even said trans. Okay. And then talking about them giving, and I'm talking about Nick's sister giving her baby away for an adoption to somebody that couldn't have kids. I mean, what is it? Did we all hear the same thing? You were literally getting on to her about people that can't have kids and giving her baby up for an adoption. That's what is wrong? That whole picture, you're trying to drag her. I mean, there was no holds bar. I mean, they talked about his mama. They talked about his sister. They talked about his kid, his wife. I mean, nobody was off limits. Unfucking believable. And here's the thing, just because his family has some fame, notoriety, technically they're open. That's just how it works. However, where is the cutoff? Because that is his family. And his boss even seemed to be okay with that. Keem, you should have shut that down. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that one. Not at all. There are a lot of times that I can see things, I try to look from all sides. And sometimes I can, just like saying, technically, They are public figures, but where is the line? And I'm telling you, wherever it is, it was crossed dramatically yesterday. Like, holy shit. But instead of shutting it down, King, you were encouraging it, but then saying, well, no, you tell the dude to, and it wasn't just the tryouters. It was the everybody on that panel. Because of course you had Fupa up there. She had to be up there boosting her boy Bones, and they all love to drag Nick, but Bones does it in a weird way. It's like, I'm gonna talk all this shit, but I love Nick. I don't. I want the best for him. I don't want anything to happen to him. But also, what the whole time he's speaking, he's pushing him up under the bus. So it's kind of like pushing Nick under the bus this way. But I want everything to work out for Nick. Get down there, get under that bus. So Nick gets fired. And so now what? I mean, do we wait for, him to come back? Do we try to fix the problem, Keem? I mean, do we try to see where, okay, there's a problem here? And no, not everybody likes Nick. Not everybody likes everybody. It's just a thing. But there are people that love Nick. They love Nick on that show. And you can't overlook that fact. So either try to fix it, or it's the new nightmare. He gets fired once a week. Nick, I think that's your role. I think you're the new nightmare. And you see what eventually happened with Nightmare. I mean, he had to take a lot of shit. But, I don't want it fixed. Well, Nick, and you know what? That is completely up to you. But if you stay, I kind of feel like you are the new nightmare, honestly. That just kind of hit me. Yes, Pirate, you are back. I went in last night and I unhid you. So I feel like that that you should be able to talk in here, especially if I ask you a question. So I apologize for you not being allowed to respond to me. But I'm absolutely not mad at the person that did it. I know why they did it, and I appreciate that. So they were looking out for me and my best interest. So, but you're back in there. But yes, we are talking about yes, Brantley. So Nick is Caitlin's brother. And their mom is April. In which they drug her for filth. Caitlin for filth. His wife. His baby. And I'm not going to say drug the baby for filth, but if you listen to, I mean, it's gross. It really is. And I hate that word. People, that's gross. That's gross. But it really was gross, y'all. I always try to use another word besides the word gross. Because I used to say it a lot. Because other people would say it, that's gross. And it kind of just sticks in your head. And I remember trying to make a conscious effort not to say the word. But that's the only word I can use to describe it, Oh, yeah, April will cuss she will cuss them all out, and, she needs to. You know, people, uh good morning, Jasmine, good to see you. Um, and did I miss anybody? I'm trying to catch everybody this morning because I haven't been doing that, for the last couple days, but I wanted everybody to know that I absolutely appreciate you being here. There are other places you could be, but you chose to be here, and, uh, Escalati, good morning to you, honey. I don't think I said good morning. Um, they don't believe Maverick was in the NICU. That's what's sick to me. Um, well, uh, I I don't know how much more proof you need. It was out there. The proof was out there had you cared to look. But I can assure you that that baby was in the NICU for that amount of time. What was it, like 30 something days, Nick? I can't. It seemed like it was like 37, but I could be off by that. Um, I assure you he was in there. Um, and I know Nick talks about his amount of followers on Instagram. Y'all have got to remember too, Nick is 20 years old, just turned 20. Do y'all remember your mindsets when you were 20 years old? Except, he's got his woman, he's got his baby, he's got these things that he has to deal with at that age through choices that he made. And now he has to learn how to be a father, how to, grow up because you're basically having to hurry up and grow up when you already didn't grow up in normal circumstances. Not because not all of us grew up with cameras everywhere. You know what I mean? So you're trying to make it to where he should already be, have a mindset of a 35-year-old man or something. And that's just not going to be, he's still, and I'm sorry, Nick, I don't mean this in a bad way, but you're still a kid, essentially, trying to learn your way in the world. And people are forgetting that's how I feel anyway. And I think it's disgusting that they all did this. And I believe that somebody should just, I don't know. I want to see somebody drag all of them for filth, just one after the other, after the other. I'm not a good dragger. That's one of the things about, I'm always the person that thinks of something I should have said, 20 minutes later. That's my problem. Every once in a while, I'll get on here and the words line up, the attitude lines up, and, but that's just not going to be an every time thing. Some people are better than others. Anyway, Nick, you know that I love you. I love your family. You've all been nothing but kind to me, and I love that baby. And it bothers me to my core the way that they've been with you. So good luck, no matter what it is that you want to do, and I'm behind you. Okay, just don't do nothing stupid because then I'll have to call you out. Okay, so um, I I ate something this morning. It looked like I had it was a it was a little piece of candy and it was green because I felt like I needed a little something sweet. And yeah, I think I'm just seeing my tongue. Okay, never mind. Stupid. Um, I don't know, what did I just say? I was talking about Oh no, I don't know what I said. Stupid. Anyway, sorry. I told you, very, very squirrel. Pirate, did you see AMAC did drag Fupa very well? Yes, actually, I've got that pulled up. So, you told him not to do anything stupid. Oh, and I stand on that. Just don't do anything stupid. I told you I've got your back. Just don't do anything stupid to where, I would have to be like, nope, I got to disavow that name. Don't. Just think before you act. There you go. Think before you act. Now, in some instances, that doesn't make very well for a good lolcow. But are you the cow or are you the wrangler? Or are you even there anymore? I don't know. So, let's see. Rule 1, never trust anyone who tells you to trust them. 90% of the time, that's the last fuckers you should trust, right? Okay, so anyway. So there I was sleeping. La 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 la. And all of a sudden I hear a raging AMAC in my ears. And I've heard this before, I've heard this sound before. And what do my wondering eyes, I get them all open and there's AMAC. She is on fluff on my TV and she's going off. I'm like, hold up. So I sat up in bed and I watched AMAC talk her shit. But first, I got to, I hope like hell that when I share this, you can freaking hear it. I do want to share a little tidbit from Queens. Damn, I just got. Can y'all still hear me? There was a lot of feedback that I didn't even notice was happening until now. It's not happening any longer. Wow. It was like this weird humming noise, but I didn't know it was there till it wasn't. Did y'all hear that weird humming noise? And now it just become clearer? Wow, the clearness is amazing. I didn't even know that humming noise was there until you could no longer hear it. I don't know what was causing it, but please stay whatever that was. Okay. So anyway, they were saying some stuff on Queens yesterday, and Fupa's been talking about, she's been bringing me up and bringing mine and AMAC's relationship up lately. And so evidently it was happening yesterday on Queens, and she had been bringing AMAC into it as well. Like I said, our relationship. And anyway, so I guess AMAC had enough and she jumped on Queens for a moment. So I'm going to share that in order to lead into what happened on Fluff. The one I woke up to and I was like, holy shit. So, okay. Share. So I'm going to, you know what? No, I'm not. So share the, yes, I am. That one, and there's sound on it. Y'all know I've been having these issues lately, so I'm going to try to play it. Y'all let me know if it doesn't play, okay?
This shit gives me agita, honestly. Yeah, AMAC, you're mad too because you wish you were up here, bitch.
Oh shit.
Can y'all hear that? I'm not going to play anymore if y'all can't hear it. It's good. Thank God. Okay, so let's go into this.
Oh.
Here we go.
Actually, you're fucking right, because AMAC had the fucking nerve to go on and fucking lie on Fluff last night, saying that, you know, her and Sweet Tea were gonna be the ones filling in today, that they're the new queens. Oh, then bitch, where the fuck are you? I don't.
Just so you know, AMAC is not the type of person to lie. So if they had a meeting or something with her, I can guarantee you that it happened. Just so you know. She's not just going to sit up there and say that she had some type of meeting or something wasn't said to her. Even if it was in passing, she's not the type of person to say that and then it just pull it out of thin air. Okay?
See you anywhere, ho. You like lying to your fucking audience? I guess so.
No.
Oh, that sucks, doesn't it, AMAC?
Oh, love for AMAC to come up here. That would be amazing.
AMAC, trust me, if you were Queen's material, they would have asked you, like, you know, I don't know, for the entire last year that you've been here, but guess what? They didn't, because you suck. You don't do anything, and you're boring, and you can't even do your own show. So,
What does she mean by that? You can't even do your own show. So, I'm going to get more into that. But isn't she always there? Like, I know she took a couple days vacation a while back. But isn't she always there? Like,
where would there be a place for you on a show like Queens?
I know what Tina has told me about what Mike has said about AMAC. Let me just break it down for you, okay? If Mike has anything to do with Queens, you will never be on Queens. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Wait, tell.
You know, I finally realized what it was about FUPA. Yesterday, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Do y'all know what FUPA is? Honestly, she is the new Becky, and Keem, he's pulling her along as such. You know, like Becky used to show up on tryouts with Keem. And I saw FUPA and Keem actually talking about some of the people that showed up on the nature tryouts. You know, when they're literally trying to replace Nick. Right. Anyway, so that's when it hit me that he is trying to turn FUPA into Becky, and she's trying to mold into Becky. It is that's absolutely what is happening here. Watch how her and Keem interact. Watch her mannerisms. Watch when she pops in to say something and then think back to Becky. That's it.
That's more.
Yeah, you suck and you're lazy. And you know what? You're a bad friend. Honestly, you were a bad friend to Angie.
What do you mean?
What the fuck?
I don't know. Didn't she get paid? I would have split that shit with my friend that did the show with me. That's what I would have done.
You know, Angie found out that she had like I think Angie has like heart disease or something. She found out after Fat Camp, and
Yeah,
like AMAC never mentions Angie.
And
Isn't that
never.
crazy?
Okay, so that's like the second or third time FUPA has brought up my health issues over there. I said it on my channel, so it's not like, you know, I didn't put it out there publicly. I mean, so it is what it is. I've already said what it is. I don't know if we can then jump on her and say that it's off limits because I've said it. You know, but okay, AMAC's coming.
Nope.
Well, I don't know. Is Angie like still like demonetized or whatever the fuck? That whole bullshit.
I honestly don't watch her. I am subscribed to her channel, so like I see her lives pop up, but I don't click in and watch. But yeah, I thought they were, you know, such good.
Then how do you know? How do you know that something's wrong with my heart? You had to watch something. Or you're listening to word of mouth. And what have I told y'all about listening to something and not vetting it for yourself. So you're listening to me somewhere.
Friends, but AMAC would always talk about.
Okay, Fupa, stop dragging Angie into this. She has nothing to do with this. So stop fucking dragging Angie into this. She doesn't get your fucking shit. No, you guys are talking about her health conditions.
To do with this because
Leave her out of this.
talk shit
You
on
better
her.
piece of shit. Leave her out of
Did you
this.
send her
Her
half your
health conditions are
paycheck?
none of your
Did you
business.
send her half your paycheck?
I was offered.
See, that's what I can't deal. I can't deal with you when that starts happening. You can't hear the other people, But anyway, she's saying, "Did you give Angie half your paycheck? Did you give Angie half your paycheck?" But she's just louder than AMAC in this instance. And then you still got like Christina people trying to talk, and you can't hear the whole argument. I can't stand that, but.
Queen's August 1st by Mike. So ask him.
No, you weren't,
ask him why he offered it to us.
And
August 1st.
replace who? You think you're gonna replace Foxy? You think you're gonna replace Foxy? No, never gonna happen.
Hey, honey.
Wow.
They called Amber left, right? She left, right? Nobody kicked her.
I mean, why does it look like she was kicked? Hold on.
Can't kick her.
Okay,
Fucking,
good.
if she's scared, she ain't gonna be up here with me, fucking bitch.
Yeah, no, of course not, right? Because if she was fucking Queen's material, then she'd be on Queen's. But apparently,
Somebody kicked her. I'm sorry. I don't think she may have left on her own because you could barely get a word in edgewise. But here's the thing. I am glad that AMAC got paid. I'm glad, at least, yeah. I wanted her to get paid. I stood on that. I don't need half of that money. You're just you don't care about me, Fupa. You're just trying to find something to go at her at, and that's all you had. I mean, look at your face right here. You're like, the kid that snuck the cookie from the cookie jar. Like, please, I always use this reference, but if you've ever seen Stand By Me, and they talk about the kid in the pie eating contest that he said he sat back and he looked at everything he had accomplished. When everybody's puking in Stand By Me, the kid is just standing back, kind of looking around because he started all of that. That is where, when I see somebody with that smug look, I created this. That's the face right there. So, yeah. Lord ass. That's right. That's who it was. It's Lord ass. Lord ass. Thank you, Maddie. Lord ass. Chow down. Wide load. Yes, yes. So if y'all haven't seen Stand By Me, you need to see Stand By Me. That's it. That's all. Just see it. It's Stephen King too, if you didn't know.
yeah, she told her entire audience that her and Sweet Tea were approached to replace me in Batgirl come August 1st.
That's
Now-
never gonna happen.
She's not going to lie about that, just so you know. AMAC doesn't pull shit out of thin air. Not like that. She's not going to lie about it.
Is that true or is that a fucking lie? I would love to ask Keem.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. They said what, August 1st,
Yes.
or whatever the fuck. Fucking, I don't know, dude. I
Yeah,
have
they're
no
fucking
idea.
delusional. They're fucking cracked out.
Yeah, if
Cracked
I
out.
don't.
if AMAC
know
thinks
why
her
they
little
wanna, like,
hangout
strip
stream she
fluff.
does every night, just sitting on her ass, not really doing anything, is gonna cut it over here. Bitch, you're sadly mistaken. Okay.
So, okay, well, either way, good luck with that. I don't think there was much more because I want to play. I just want to make sure that this part, that my name is done.
Okay.
She wants to collect a check from Sweet Tea because let's be
Right.
real, Sweet Tea's the moneymaker over there. And she fucking realized that when Sweet Tea went and took time off to have her fucking baby and the money dried up, she started scrambling real quick and started putting her name out there for Rewind so she could go leech off of fucking Billy. Now she wants to come to
True.
Queens. Well, actually, it's not now, but it's been for a long time. She's wanted to come to Queens and leech off of Tina.
Okay. I'm assuming that that my name is done. I wanted to make sure I didn't watch Queens yesterday, but I did know that AMAC had popped up there. So when I found it, I just yeah. So I guess we're good there. If not, then you know what? I may go live again later. I was actually thinking about trying to get a few in the next couple of days because I'm trying to rattle something, shake. I don't have an answer on my monetization yet. And today is day 31. It says you typically get an answer within 30 days. I mean, what have I done like so majorly wrong that I can't even get a response? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so we're going to come out of here and then we're going to go share where AMAC went off on one Fupa cheese. Yeah. So let's see. Now, when I share this, I'm sorry about where I stopped at AMAC, but your eyeball. I'm just saying, it is so funny. Okay, and I want to play the chat with this too, because they were going off in the chat. It was kind of funny. But hold on, let's see. Yeah, you can't include business. They make it feel like a month, like I don't know. Don't make me have to wait 10 more days. I'm over it, y'all. I swear. I've done everything one should do to revamp a channel, and I got my hours and I did all the things that one does. Anyway, okay. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Where's my little share thingy? There we go. Okay, there it is. Share. Yeah, because I wanted to share I wanted to share that. Okay.
On what was it, Queens?
Oh yeah. Okay. I hate this because I wish these fucking bitches would just leave me alone. Like I said last night, I don't want to be associated with them. Doxing seems to follow these motherfuckers, so I wish they would just. But they keep bringing me up, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. So a couple days ago on Fire, I think it was like the night before last. I didn't see this because obviously Fire's on at the same time as us, and I won't watch Fire on my personal time.
So yeah, the other night there was Fupa was doing it again. She brought my name up. I was having medical issues. I don't know if she actually said heart troubles or whatever she said. But she was talking about me, and she was talking about AMAC and my relationship. So that did happen on Fire a couple nights. That's why I'm saying, my name's just been flying out of Fupa's mouth to try to get to AMAC.
But Fupa was dragging me because of me getting paid for April because I had to kick and scream in order to get paid because I didn't do anything wrong. I was not the demonetized creator on the.
And this is true. And nobody should get mad at AMAC for saying it. I'm going to stand on that. She did nothing wrong. I did unknowingly, but I am the guilty party, not AMAC.
The channel.
No.
I had no idea.
No one else bitched about you getting it, not Angie either, but them. Like everybody
Right.
understood that was a risk Angie took and everything.
Yeah.
And
Angie went through health problems. She fucking announced it on her YouTube channel.
ooh,
And I was here when I heard. I checked out, I checked it on her, which I don't owe any of y'all that explanation because like I said, me and her are fine. But Fuba had to bring up that I was selfish because I didn't share my paycheck with her while she's having health problems. Fuba, leave Angie the fuck out of this. The fact you have to bring someone else that's not even in this fucking universe and their fucking health problems into a fight that has nothing to do with them shows the fucking piece of shit you are.
well,
So
you
don't fucking bring Angie into this shit and stuff that is irrelevant to this fucking situation because her health problems have nothing the fuck to do with this. So leave her name out of your fucking mouth, you fucking shovel face bitch. And Keemstar, if she keeps bringing Angie and her health into this shit, you better fucking say something to her because I will go scorched earth. I don't give a fuck. I will bring everybody down with this motherfucker. Everybody.
Okay. I know you're supposed to pause and everything, but I had to listen to it without pausing for full effect. Yeah. So that's what I woke up to. I heard that. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I've heard this sound before. So I actually saw that happen in real time, which is very hard for me to do on late shows. So yeah, good job, AMAC. Like that was, that's what the people want from you because you can do it. You can do it. You can pull it out. But that's how you stay on their necks this way, AMAC. That's what you need. Stay on their damn necks and keep this same fucking energy right here. This was a good one. And Sweet Tea, when somebody's in the flow, let them go. Let them go. You'll have your moment to talk about it. I'm not shitting on you, babe. Not saying, but when somebody is in that mode where they're on a roll and they're loud and they're getting the attitude, let them go. And then you can respond. Because if you stop them, they're not going to most of the time pick up that momentum back up the same way that it was. And she was getting in an uproar, I can tell. And I'm not laughing at her. It's just cute to me. But and I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it because my health issues should not have any bearing or anything to do with what y'all got going on over there. It should not be in the middle. If y'all do have this feud going on, I should not be the one that is dealing with it. Yes, she was having OBS issues. Pirate. It kept cutting off. I don't know. She might have forgotten to hardwire her I think she has to hardwire every night or every morning. What I should do, but I stretched the damn cord. And we've almost tripped on it like 3 or 4 times. Anyway, that's beside the fact. But anyway, yeah. So when she's rolling like that, Sweet Tea, just let her roll, or anybody for that matter. If they're in that zone, and I would hope they would do the same to you. If you get in that mode, don't shut you down. Just let you keep rolling. Keep rolling.
I understand. I was pissed too because I didn't know what kind of health problem she had until fucking Fupa opened her mouth about and said exactly what the hell it was. That was gross.
It's like that shows how much of a piece of shit she is. She has to bring fucking someone who's not even in this fucking universe anymore and her health problems into a problem she has with me. Come at me, bitch. Come at me all you want. Call me a roly-poly. Call me fat. I don't fucking care. But leave Angie out of your fucking mouth, you sick, demented piece of shit.
Yeah,
I can't stand your ass.
that should have never been.
When she said that, I felt that. She said, I can't stand your ass. I felt that to my core. That's why this was really good. This was good. Thank you, AMAC. Thank you for doing this. You know, telling her like I Someone has to say it. Might as well be me. If people think Angie's heart attack had nothing to do with the LCU, they are delusional. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, good morning, Four Paws.
Content food, but that was disgusting, saying exactly what her health problems were and using her just as a way to attack AMAC. You even said yourself that you don't watch her channel or anything. So you're just doing it to, I don't know, attack AMAC, make her look bad.
And I leave Angie out of a lot of shit out of respect for her. She's not here anymore. She chose to stay away from this. Okay.
Yeah.
So leave her out of this.
And then Katie Bug there in the chat said, Fupa then mocked Angie's accent. She did. She went on to talk about how boring we were in the morning show. And so when she was like, yeah, welcome to Chubby. Yeah, you know, she was mocking my accent, which I don't give a shit. Talking about how people in the morning, they need a boost, but instead we was always hollering for Keemstar. Do I need to do a compilation of how many times Fupa has hollered for Keem or Mike? I mean, how many times do you think that they hollered for Keem or Mike? Like Fupa, Foxy, I mean, all of you. And we did that early on. And then it got to where we just didn't give a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? We lived, we learned. But you're still going after the same things, Fupa. If you're trying to go at AMAC, why do you keep going back to Chubby being boring at 6 a.m.? I mean, like, you know, if you're so good at the 6 a.m. time slot, if you think you can bring the energy, bring it, girl. Get these people up and rising on their feet at 6 a.m. If you can do it, babe, by all fucking means, Fupa, the floor is yours. Because I'm sure Keem would give you 6 a.m. if you really wanted it. Could you do better, my darling? No, you'd be sitting there like a knot on a log, doing what you always do, doing like this, and let's see, and let's talk about AMAC, and you know, she has no respect for Angie. That's what you do. You sit there and then when somebody, gives you some little pushback, you just keep talking, and that's what you keep telling yourself. Yeah, just if I keep talking, they will eventually shut up. So that's my motive of attack. I don't really hear what they're saying back to me. I just know if I keep talking, that all eyes will be on me. All right? Thank you for the money. Right? Am I wrong? Am I close? I got your number too. I can dial it. And that's literally like a term. Does not mean I have your phone number and I'm going to call you. Let me clarify that. All right.
I don't talk about her and her stuff. Yes, I did say, and anybody that is a member to this channel or has watched this channel knows when Angie went through her shit, I fucking said, everybody keep Angie in your thoughts. She's going through something. I didn't disclose what was going on.
Fucking gross. And she should know better.
And my OBS disconnected.
Did it? And this has been a full moon.
She kept having OBS issues. I know she left and then she'd come back.
2 weeks is what this has been.
I just want
God. Okay, guys. My OBS disconnected. Please refresh. If that OBS disconnected. But that comment, like, so yeah. So normally I wouldn't, the first time, let it slide. Because you know what? Let's not bring attention to it. But she wants to jump on Queens and say this shit. No, the fuck, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, in front of a huge ass audience. Like, a lot of people don't want other people to know what their health problems are exactly like that, especially a huge ass audience.
Right.
I mean, I really, honestly, I don't care. I've been very open about it, but I agree. My health should not be a point of contention for somebody else to get clout on the internet. My health should not be a reason for you to then be able to go after AMAC, because at that point, you're no longer worried about my health, Fupa. You're not. You wouldn't care if I had another heart attack tomorrow. You would not care, right? So I don't think it's right that you're able to use it to weaponize it against AMAC for what she has or has not done for our relationship. That is between AMAC and I. There may be people that have taken a side when really there's just people that I have friends, she had friends, and then we had some mutual friends. Okay. We still have my friends, her friends, and some mutual friends. And then there are, she has people that don't like me. I have people that don't like her. It's just the way it is. But that doesn't mean that AMAC and my relationship is fine. We have put that out there. I don't know how many more times we can say we are fine. Everything is fine. If I had something to say, I would say it. Trust and believe.
And like you said, she's not here anymore.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And to use it in an argument against me. I'm here. I talk my shit. Yes. Do I make snide comments at people? Yes. I'm gonna do that. That's why the fuck we're here. Come at me. Keep it on me. The fact that you have to resort to bringing somebody else in here shows you have no fucking argument.
True.
Yeah, and I have noticed. Am I unmuted?
I can hear you, but it says you're muted.
That's weird as hell.
Okay, now you're
okay. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah,
Good
she
morning,
does talk on a lot of
Queen.
shows and stuff, and she acts like.
I mean, oh my gosh, my OBS
her
just
OBS,
refresh again. I'm so
Is Josh in the chat?
fresh again, please. Oh,
it might be like the storms and stuff that's been.
Get that off my chest because that is literally the only. I wouldn't have jumped on Queens if she didn't bring that shit up again. But it's like Angie's not and she can't. And here's the thing: Angie can't even jump on shows and fucking stand up for herself or say anything. And they know that. They know she can't fucking jump up on anything. So again, pussy behavior.
Good evening, Beast. Thank you for being here. I know you've got duties, and I appreciate you being here. I'm actually rolling over my 7:30 time, but you go on and do what you've got to do, honey. And I appreciate you being here. Have a great day. And good morning, Chaos Kiwi. Good morning, Queen Mick. Good to see you. No, my health should not be content for the LCU. I mean, I have put it out there publicly, so I'm not, I'm not upset about that. I am upset that, okay, if you want to put it out there and talk about it and, maybe heart disease for women or, anything, but you're using it as a means to go at somebody. That's all it is. That's what I don't like. And yeah, and AMAC is cooking right here.
Like, leave her
Yeah.
alone.
And like,
She's-
if she cared that much, you'd think that she would watch her streams and like maybe even ask her.
see, exactly.
Exactly. And if you
But-
guys actually watched Angie's streams, you know that we were fine.
And-
We're fine. We played a voice memo she sent me on my year anniversary. You think she would send me that if she really was like had some problem with me?
And I've heard her say that like she wanted you to get the money from that paycheck and she didn't want hers a couple times.
Exactly. Yes.
So
she
we just don't know.
Oh, Mama B, thank you so much.
Mama B, thank you.
Thank you.
At least I get to hear some music somewhere.
Mama B, 3.
I got to hear some music from somewhere. Damn it. Yes, we still have Angie's Janky TTS here, ladies and gentlemen. So if you would like to buy a coffee, you're able to do that and write anything in the little box you want me to say. And I will say it as long as it's not against TOS. That's what we play over here because we can't have cute little songs and jingles for things like that. So I had to steal fluffs for a moment. But yes, it is true. I cannot jump up on shows over there. Even though, just to let you know, that is not against TOS. Because I would not be there 50% of the time, and I'm not making a dime off of it. But no, I'm not allowed to go up there and cuss anybody out. I have to do it here. So there's another reason why, as long as my name is in somebody's mouth, I will talk about the LCU. I'll talk about them if I want to talk about them. There's that. But obviously, if my name is floating around, this is the only place I have where I can talk about it. So I have to bring it all here. But today, I finally was able to bring some context to it because I saw it go down. Last night, I was like, wow. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And I appreciate that, AMAC. I'm gonna stop sharing here because if there's any more, let me know. Like I said, I've been thinking about going live again today. There's some other things that I would like to talk about. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about doing that, but I want to get some more information together first before I do that. Plus I kind of feel like I'm on like monetization watch 2026. Like there should be a countdown rolling, like not countdown at this point, count up to see how much longer it takes for me just to get an answer. I don't understand it. I don't. Fucking Chubby will be remonetized before me. You know, Kim, I didn't beg you to pay me. I appreciate you paying AMAC. That's really what I wanted. I mean, I didn't have the means to do it, or I would have done it myself. But anyway, but yeah, at this point, Keem, yeah, if you got any pull, can you please just have them like say, hey, will you check that out? Do something good. Ugh. I mean, damn. There's no reason for making me wait this long. There's really not. I don't understand it. So yeah, while you're on the phone with them, Keem, if you wouldn't mind, like, I would appreciate it. I said I didn't want to owe you anything, but you know, if you can push this, that would be lovely. I sure would appreciate that. So anyway, the stream has been running smooth today. Good. I have tried tweaking. I've tried doing every little thing that I can think of to fix it. Sorry, I still had that up there. But anyway, but I'm not going to keep y'all. Like I said, I am thinking about going live again. There's some things that I want to go back and listen to. I'm still very disgusted. Red Ember, good morning. I'm still very disgusted by the way they spoke about Nick's family, though. That is not sitting well with me at all. Good morning, Erin. It's good to see you, baby. I tried to buy you a car. Is it acting crazy again? Oh, hush. See. Glad you even said that so I can at least check it before I get off. Okay, I think that was yesterday. Okay. Yeah, I know how it goes, Erin. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm caught up. All right. And if something happens to pop up later, I'll thank you for it on the next one or in because I know how this thing is with you. So but yeah, I'm not happy at all about the way that Nick's family was talked about. And I really want to play it. Now, I don't know if Nick would be fine with that, but I kind of want you to hear it. And yeah, I kind of want it all together and then I want permission to. And so I would do it now, but I think I'm going to hold off. And actually, I may go live later on this morning just the way I'm feeling right now. I am working from home today, so I can do a little multitasking on Fridays, especially. So yeah, make sure you got your notification bells on. I'm in a feisty mood, and I'm pissed off too, but in a good way. Like I'm ready to fight. That's what I woke up with. I am ready to. I'm in that mood, y'all. So let me find some other things. Let me find some timestamps, and I think I'll be doing this again at some point. So either way, all right. Just keep your bells on. You know me. She's back, baby. All right. I will see y'all in a little while. Bye. Oh, wait. I don't have a redirect. Hold on. Let's see. Anybody going live? Anybody? Oh, there's a couple that unsubscribed. Aw. I'm so sorry, babe. I don't offer you that wow factor. That's okay. My first 28 in the door, they were the bomb diggities. They sure were. All right, let's see. Let's click on this one and let's see who pops up. The State Boys of Louisiana, of course. And Cafe. Anybody else going live? I don't see anybody in the chat. I tell you what, I'm gonna send you over to the State Boys of Louisiana this morning. I may be a little more diabolical with it later, but I will say real quick in leaving you with this, I think Pesci's doing a good job on Cafe. All right. We'll talk about that later. And I will see you guys on the next one. Put the bells on. I'm telling you. Just so you know. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.